is After Opie and Anthony Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
The interns are taking that tub out of here. I mean the actual tub, not Bobo. Bobby Slayton's still here. Bobo's still here.
Thanks for keeping me here.
My pleasure, Bobby.
Because Opie and Anthony said, can you stay? And again, I don't have a show till 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight at lovely Long Island. I told those guys, the last time I was at the brokerage in Long Island was 15 years ago. That's the last time I did the Opie and Anthony show. When I did that Rat Pack movie, I came in to plug it, so it's nice to be back.
What happened that last time, 15 years ago? Why have you not been back in 15 years?
We don't know. I just talked to Opie about it. He said nothing happened. I don't know. It's not even worth going into, but I'm here. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. And it's really weird when I come to Sirius XM, because I do a lot of the other shows.
Sure.
Not the big
I've heard you on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, not the big nose Jew.
You don't do that anymore?
No, not anymore.
Is that because you choose not to, or you haven't been invited back since you got into that fight with him?
Well, it wasn't a fight. No, it wasn't a fight. I just don't think he put me on because, I don't know, maybe I was funnier. Maybe I just didn't fit in with the show. Maybe I wasn't funny. Maybe I sucked. Whatever it is, I'm not back there. But every show that I do, you have the Comedy Channel. So you have the comedy show.
Sure.
It's still so hard for me when I come on Sirius XM, which I do a couple times a year. It's still so hard to say fuck or shit.
Oh, my God.
So trained. But you see, I'm so trained 35 years of doing regular terrestrial radio. And, even when Opie and Anthony were on regular radio, you still have these guys who are like, in Omaha, Todd and Tyler, who are great. You have the Lunatic Man Cow in Chicago. I used to have John DeBella, Howard's nemesis in Philly. I'm missing a million guys.
But we were on with, we were connected. With Brother Weeze earlier today,
okay.
and I was listening, and that's what I was observing. Just the fact that he wanted to say dick, and he wanted to say cock, and he wanted to describe these things, and he couldn't do it. He had to say peenie and
Well, Brother Weeze is one of my
Mother
best
Hucker,
friends.
and you know what I mean. You know what he wants to say,
right? Well, our friend Norton is on his way to Rochester now to play with the Comedy Club, and I know he did a photo with Weeze. Weeze is one of the guys who, when I started out, would always have me on a show in Rochester. I mean, I know Opie started out with him, but I was there 2 weeks ago, and he had me on for 2 mornings in a row for 2 hours at a time, and there are things I want to say, and every once in a while, a radio station will have to bleep me, not because of a 4-letter word, but because you can't make fun of Dunkin' Donuts or a sponsor. You can't talk. You can.
We learned that when we were back a few years ago when we were on at K-Rock, when we were doing K-Rock and XM, we were learning all the rules are new now. It's not like it was 10 years ago or whatever. You have to, not only is it the 7 dirty words, but it's also you can't offend any ethnicities, you can't offend any sponsors, you can't, none of it.
Well, it depends who it is and who you like in the Tampa when I do Cowhead Show, or when I go to Paul and Young Ron in Miami. Everybody has different rules. If you go on the morning shows, the rock and roll morning shows, they let you get away with more stuff. But then I have to go to the Sunny in the Morning. Every city, it's Sunny in the Morning, so I know the fat soccer moms are listening. So I'm not going to sit there talking about how much I hate my wife, which I do,
because nobody's going to buy tickets who are listening to that show.
Exactly. And if I do Shade Show, yo, I got to yo it up a little bit. I don't want to do,
but not too much. You don't want to humiliate yourself and be the white guy who's like, he doesn't talk like that.
No, I don't want to. No, I got to. No, I also don't want to be stabbed in the neck when I show up at the brokerage. No, but you know what? I want people to come to my show. So again, my point is that when you do Opie and Anthony, you come on Sirius XM, it's almost hard for me to go in the other direction.
And just be yourself.
Yeah, but because I'm so trained.
Yeah.
Then even though you go on Weeze, you could talk about a lot of cool stuff. You can push the envelope on his show.
Definitely.
But when I go on the TV show, Good Morning Dallas, Hello Omaha, and you're on with the talking head who just had the Girl Scouts on with their cookies.
And you got 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you had to make it, not even. Usually
2.5, yeah.
So, Bobby, they call you the Pitbull of comedy. Why is that? Well, sometimes, and I hear you have a daughter who's in showbiz.
Yeah.
So, you want those soccer moms to come to the show. And, it's amazing Bobo hasn't said anything.
He hasn't said a word. Bobo, how you doing over there? You feel comfortable?
That's doing great. I thought it was a great appearance.
By you?
Yeah, by me. I thought it was great getting to be. I thought it was I couldn't think of a greater bunch of people that have been on the air with today.
Now tell me, what segment on today's show did you like better? Did you like getting a sponge bath from the porn star Lexi Love, or did you like just getting to kind of riff with Bobby Slayton? Because you were right in there with him.
Oh, he was right in there.
He was right in there, wasn't he?
I have to say, getting a sponge bath from Lexi Love, that was like a highlight.
Which part of your body did you like when she washed the most?
Oh, I thought that felt great.
Which part, though? Did you like the feet or
sponging my dick?
Oh, it was the dick.
I mean, it's not that often you get to. That's like a rarity to be able to get to say that I got sponged bath by Lexi Love.
I guess it is, especially when you're a virgin. And how old are you?
31.
31.
You know what? Let me tell you something about the pussy thing.
Do.
It's great, but once you get it over with, it can only get you in trouble. It costs. Look, if you're not paying for a porn star or a hooker, it still costs you money. People go, well, you get married, you have a girlfriend, it's free sex. That costs you more than any. I have paid for.
Yeah, but
sex.
you also, you don't want to. You need the experience.
No,
just as part of life, you can't walk around being like, well, look at all the money I've saved. I've never used my penis.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? But you know what? It's like when I did the Tonight Show before Leno with Johnny Carson. I did the Tonight Show with Johnny. And every comic of my generation back in the 80s had done it already. My friend Kevin Pollak, Dana Carvey started out in San Francisco. They had done it 5-10 times. And my act never lent itself to television. I finally got on the Johnny Carson show. And I said, you know what? If I don't get on again, it's okay because I know I did it.
Was it tougher to do dirty stuff back then?
I don't say dirty. I call it honest and brutally honest.
Right.
Politically incorrect. You know what it was? When I started out in San Francisco, I was 22 years old. So that was 35 years ago. And back then...
Bobo, I'm trying to talk to Bobby. I don't know where this comes from.
This is your idea. Wait, this is your idea to keep him on, not mine.
Right,
I said, you're going to keep Bobo? And you go, yeah. Because, Bobby, you might not have enough to say. We got to keep Bobo here in case you slow down and take a breath.
Well, now, I've also welcomed Nicole from the Morning Mashup. Do you know Nicole?
I've never met Nicole.
This
Hi.
is Bobby Slayton.
Hello, Nicole.
So
Do you
nice
know?
to meet you.
Do you know Bobo?
I do know Bobo.
See, everybody knows
Yeah.
Bobo. You got to come in,
Can't miss him.
introduce yourself to Bobby Slayton, and then Bobo though he's a regular.
Yeah. No, but he'll need, if I walk out, which I'm not going to today, at 35 years in showbiz, 20 movies and TV shows under my belt,
Right.
Won't get recognized. That's Bobo from Opie and Anthony.
Right.
That's Bobo from, hey.
You get that a lot, Bobo? You get recognized a lot?
It's kind of hit and miss.
It is, a little bit.
Sometimes it
More
happens,
miss?
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, a few more misses than hits.
Yeah,
Bobo once came in and said his neighbors recognize him. That's how he knows he's famous.
Wow, that's huge.
So, yeah.
It's huge.
Being recognized can be good. Look, I have been doing this for a long time. I'm making a nice living. I'm not a giant star like my friends, but I see when I'm with famous people. And I'm not saying that Alec Baldwin should hit the photographer or Jay-Z should go nuts. And, but I can see where these people, especially living in L.A., you come out of any restaurant.
Yeah.
I came out of a coffee shop the other day in L.A., right down the street from my house. And behind the wall, hiding behind a car, are 3 or 4 paparazzi. They look like snipers because I forgot who the actor was. Some young kid, is sitting there having breakfast. They're taking pictures of you, eating your pancakes, picking your nose, talking to a girl. Oh, he's dating this guy. He's gay. He's with that person. I can see where it would drive you.
stalkers.
Is that tough to deal with, Bobo?
I can only imagine that's tough to deal with.
You don't have a lot of...
No,
I guess
don't
there's
have
not that many...
paparazzi following me, but
Not that many
then
photographers
then
in
half
Masbus.
these stars pay the paparazzi to follow them around.
Look at
That's-
industry
wow.
Bobo. Look at all business.
I've
I'm not
heard
going to do
about
that
that.
again. I used to do that.
Did you?
No.
Oh, you live in L.A. You don't know. You move out there and you become Hollywood.
There was one time, my wife and I don't go out to eat that much. When I'm home in L.A., I like to stay home. And it was our anniversary last year, and I think we went to Spago or some big Hollywood restaurant. And Steve Martin, who I don't know, I've met him a few times, is known to be a very shy, quiet guy.
Really?
And I'm in the bathroom taking a leak, and Steve Martin's taking a leak. And some guy was in there washing his hands and said to Steve, you think I can get an autograph?
Oh,
While he's pissing?
mid-pee?
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to win. I mean, of course, he didn't sign it. He could have. The guy had some
piss
snow.
on his leg. Like, here you go.
If he had a thing of snow, he could have peed his name in the
Exactly.
But, I'm thinking to myself, if that goes on. I mean, and I'm not going to sit there and drop a name, but I was with a really big star friend of mine years ago in an Italian restaurant, and somebody just came over and sat at the table.
Who was the big star? I got to know now. You could tell me.
I think it was Robin Williams. I
Let's
mean,
do it. Let's drop the names.
I think he just got Mork and Mindy. And years ago, and somebody just came out and sat at the table. I'm just saying, it's happened to me, and I'm nobody. I'm sure it happens to Opie and Anthony.
And to Bobo. Don't.
Oh, and Bobo,
Yes,
but that goes without saying.
You're right. You're right. Bobo.
That was.
Where are you sleeping, Bobo?
No, I was just reading some text.
Well,
from
you're
my-
on a show right now. Let's focus factor
I was
here.
I was reading some text from my uncle.
That's way more important.
My uncle's listening in the car.
So then talk to him on the radio. Don't text
And
him.
he doesn't want to talk on the radio. I mean, he's on a job.
You two are worse than Opie and Anthony. You're encouraging
the
this.
guy's on
Who,
a
me
job.
and Nicole?
The guy's
Or me and
busy
Bobo?
serving and protecting whatever area that is, Orange County, which is Orlando.
dear.
Well, Nicole,
Yeah.
what's going on in your life?
Yes, enough about me and Bobo.
Because there are rumors floating
I
around
know.
that a big announcement. Nicole hosts the Morning Mashup,
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
on Hits One every morning.
right.
But
He knows he listens every morning.
Hello, I know.
It's true. His daughter is a singer.
Oh, she is?
I don't know why the mashup doesn't.
Wait. What kind of stuff do you play? Top 40?
Yeah, top 40.
Oh, so you're going to know this band.
What is it?
They're about to break big time.
That's right.
You might not, they're called, they were the Pussycat Dolls. And now they're called Girl, GRL.
Yes.
We're on vacation.
Well, I can't sing along with you, but I do know
I
the
can't sing.
band.
I was about to say, do they sound like that? Or
No,
because I'm not sure.
Not quite as good.
Okay.
My daughter not only got my good looks, but my voice.
Right.
But you know the song? Have you heard it?
No, I mean, I might have. It's just I'm not being able to pick it up from what you're singing.
Of course not.
Right.
No, it doesn't sound anything like that.
That could have been Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
That could have been any song.
So, what did I miss this morning on the morning mashup?
I have a baby in my belly.
What?
I know.
Congrats.
Thank you, Bobo.
You know how that got there, right, Bobo?
She got laid.
Yes,
Yes,
I
she
did.
Wow.
Yes, she
We're
did.
making progress here.
No, this is huge because Nicole has come on the after show. You're pregnant
I am pregnant
with a person.
with a little girl.
Wow, with a girl.
How many months?
5 months.
Oh my God! I thought you were just gaining weight.
I said that to a woman look, they call me the pit bull of comedy, and I'll make fun of people in the front, but if it looks like they have a major handicap, I won't. There was a woman in the front row one time, and she so looked pregnant. Not fat.
Yeah, you gotta be
pregnant. And I
careful.
said, how many months pregnant are you? She goes, I'm not. And even you know what? I felt horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just awful.
Yeah, 'cause at the
But it's
beginning,
kinda funny.
At the beginning,
It
it
is
just
funny.
It's funny though.
It just looks like
it
a
is.
beer belly at the beginning before
It
it
does.
was pregnant.
Let me see the
so
belly.
You can't really see it now.
Were you wearing something under that shirt?
Yeah, I mean, there's a belly.
I see it.
You see it.
There's
You've
a little
seen it.
person
Don't
there.
pretend that you haven't seen it.
See, it's amazing. I knew about this for a little while. It's amazing because Nicole has come on this show, and usually the stories that she tells are just debaucherous. I mean,
Inappropriate.
she's come on and talked about the 3 ways she had on the beach while some strange Mexican was watching. She's had a lot of hard partying days, this Nicole from the morning
they're
mashup.
over now. Well, at least for a little while.
Yeah, but for the next, 4 months.
Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
And this is your first kid?
This is my first kid.
Whose kid is it your
Do
husband's
you know
baby?
that's what Matt said? I'm
Your
like
husband.
at the doctor yesterday, and she's like, as long as baby's happy and healthy, right? He's like, yeah, and mine.
Well, it's confirmed.
It's confirmed. It's his.
There's no chance of a little Puerto Rican or black baby coming out?
I
All
hope
right.
not.
It's just something you want to make sure your grounds are covered on.
Well, the fact you had to confirm it means there was some doubt. Why would you have to confirm it?
There was no doubt. No, he's just joking. There's no
okay.
doubt.
Do you
Eric,
know-
who's on the hotline? Go on.
No, you got somebody on the hotline?
I don't know. Eric's not looking at the phones.
No.
Go
If
on.
you want
Eric,
to pick it up.
come in, Eric.
I want to know who it is. If it's a wrong number, I don't want to interrupt Nicole and Bobby Slayton.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind interrupting Bobo, but
What, you
it's
want to answer
Anthony.
the hotline?
Oh, there we go. Anthony.
Hi. Hey, I'm listening and heard, of course, Nicole's big news that she could have said when she was on our show.
You didn't ask me.
Well, you came in and just said I haven't announced it.
I'm sorry. You know what? I would have maybe said something, but Bobo's penis scared me away.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Anthony, Bobo was sitting there with his towel open like a subway flasher nude.
Yeah.
It wasn't really the vibe for...
Oh, man. I still don't think she would have. She fucking will save it for your show anyway.
I think she did.
Now I know.
You know how much I love you, Anthony. There's so much love.
5 months, huh? 5 months pregnant. And now, oh, God, you're going to fuck that body up.
Listen,
Are you worried about that?
It's 100%
The
worried.
vagina?
Yeah, I'm really worried about it. No, I'm not worried about my vagina. That'll be fine. I
You
can
think so?
I can worry. I'm just worried about
Stretch marks and
Yeah.
fucking the ass causing your
Yeah.
tits will hang.
And then you get these women like Jessica Simpson and these Kardashian or whatever. I couldn't lose my baby weight. A lot of times they're just getting fat and
Yeah.
they're eating too much and they blame the baby weight because you can.
You worried about that? What they call lasagna belly, when
Yeah.
the skin stretches out and it
Oh,
doesn't.
God.
You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, now Anthony never wants to fuck me again. Thanks.
I don't know. I could fantasize about the
old days.
The old days.
tight ass and tight belly, and
I'm not going to be gross and gain 70 pounds.
you know what happens. Like,
And would you fuck her? Would you fuck her while she's
fucking 80 in there.
Would you fuck her while she's pregnant?
Up until right now, she looks good. I didn't notice she was even pregnant. What the fuck?
I know, I'm a good hider.
Yeah, she's been wearing. She's. You want to know what the truth is, Ian? She's been wearing loose clothing.
Yes.
Because the morning mashup didn't quite know how to deal with this announcement.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem.
What is it like? Is the morning mashup like the old I Love Lucy? They couldn't even say the word pregnant.
Exactly.
Kind of.
They don't want to show it, and you just wear old frumpy maternity clothes.
Kind of. And I was afraid that if before we announced it, I'd walk by the studio one day and you guys would just see my belly and it would be all over.
Well, you remember it wasn't that long ago that she came in here and you and Jim were joking that she was pregnant. She was pregnant when you said that.
Wow, motherfucker, I knew it. Oh. I guarantee they're going to have a new procedure because it's going to get stuck like the feet will get stuck if it's coming out.
Could happen.
Just grapple hook the underside.
She got those big monster feet.
I know. They're only going to get bigger, too. So I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, man. Yeah, are you having sex still, like, during the pregnancy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a trooper. I'm actually pretty horny.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Are your nipples changing?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Already with the body, right?
I'm sorry I told you to take the call. I'm sorry I made the suggestion.
No, it was a good suggestion. Ant's right to bring some truth into this.
Well, I got a good suggestion to name the kid. You can name the kid Soda.
Excuse me?
What?
You can name the kid Soda.
Why?
Why would you name him Soda?
I don't know, because celebrities have kids with unique names.
Bobo, did you get fed that line just now?
No, that was on my own.
Very good, Bobo. Very good.
Well, congratulations, Nicole.
Thank you, Aunt. I'll get my body back in tip-top shape as fast as I can for you.
I want to see right after you have a kid, like what your body looks like.
All right, I'll send you a nudie.
Coming back. All right, thanks for telling us on our show.
Oh, stop.
It's all your show, Ant. It's your universe.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm not making it about me.
You know, when my wife was pregnant, she did the same thing. You know, women always want to look sexy. And I remember she was 7-8 months pregnant, and she had the belly. And I come home one night, and God, she tried her best. I'm in bed, I'm shut the TV off, and she's got a candle burning. And I'm thinking, great, was she into Santeria or something? So she walks in the room in a sexy lingerie. Yeah. But as I see the big belly and her shadows on the wall, it looked like Alfred Hitchcock when he walked into a shadow. Remember, he did, and he actually walked into the shadow, and it wasn't that romantic.
But from behind, you can't tell, so sometimes we'll just do that.
Do you do it from behind usually?
Sometimes we'll do that, because then you just can't tell.
Has there been any change sexually? Are you having sex more?
No, the same.
Your husband likes it.
He's a fan.
Yeah?
He's a fan. Yeah. Yeah.
Has pregnant women, has that been a fantasy of his for?
No, he's on his bucket list was to come on a pregnant belly.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's
hard. Did he get to?
He did get to do that. Yeah.
What a treat.
I know.
It's hard to
was
find
it yours?
It was mine.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I thought Dave Herman was a pervert, like the 6-year-old girls. This guy's going even younger.
Yeah.
6 months old. He's beat Dave Herman.
Yeah, -6 months. Well, that's a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
Have you thought about lifestyle changes?
Well, I mean, I have. It's really hard. Just
lifestyle change. Your whole life's going to be over.
I know. But right now, it's really hard for me just to like be a good girl and not party. And
yeah, you've been no booze or anything for 5.
Yeah.
Maybe a little sip here and there.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
You can drink a little wine.
Yeah,
Dr. Bobby's in the house. No sushi. You can't have sushi.
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? Whether Nicole's pregnant or not, she can't drink a little wine.
Oh,
She's
really?
got one of those things going on. Yeah.
Oh, God. You know, when women drink, it's like feeding Gizmo after midnight. You're psycho enough the way you are. You're insane.
Yeah.
I'm not going to discuss this with you, Nicole. But 2 glasses of wine, it's like putting, a gremlin in water. You don't want to do it.
You got me.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I talked to Snooki and JWoww are going to be on my show on Sunday.
Nice.
4 p.m. Eastern on this channel. I know, everybody get excited at once. Snooki told me that her titties got tore up because of the breastfeeding, and that she's going to get breast implants after Dancing with the Stars. Are you going to breastfeed? Because those things must be getting huge.
I mean, you just have no idea. They're like the size of my head.
Bobo, sit, Bobo.
Let me ask you. That's a great. I'm glad you brought that up, Bobby.
Relax.
He looks so nervous.
Are you erect?
No.
Stand up. Let me see. Let me take a look.
From what I hear,
You don't trust him?
Let me see. Bobby, can you look at the...
No.
He doesn't want to.
No.
Bobby doesn't want to look.
All right, Nicole, then. You do it for me. Just see if there's a little... Is there any kind of tenting?
I feel like you're hiding it, Bobo.
He can't. I mean, it's just a little pinprick poking out.
But I wasn't here for the bath. I heard it was really small to begin with.
Oh, it's so small. I mean,
how are you going to tell?
Well, he's 3 inches fully erect. Is that right, Bobo?
Yeah.
2.5 to 3 inches?
Yeah.
Is your husband bigger than that, Nicole?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. But you could tell though, because he I guess he wears loose boxers, and when he gets erections, it's just a little pinpoint is popping through the crotch of his pants because it sticks just straight out.
Well, in a way, that's not bad, because if you have a girlfriend and you want anal sex, she'll be more subjected to doing it when you know it's only going to be a little teeny pinprick.
Yeah, exactly. Like
point.
All you need to
I like to look at the positive things.
Totally.
Well, from now on, you can say, let me just put the tip in, because that's all it is. It's
all
just
they'll
tip.
get. That's all they'll get.
Yeah.
All you have is tip.
Plus, after what you said about your husband, I guess there is hope.
Yeah.
What did she say about her husband?
She said it's not that much bigger than mine.
Oh, I was being facetious. It's actually much, much bigger than yours.
Ouch! That's got to sting, Bobo. That was sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I hurt his feelings.
Oh, I was gonna. Phones are weird, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has anybody called? Nobody called during 018 to complain about me, did they? Anybody bitching? No. Good. Because I was worried, your audience.
Yeah.
They're
brutal.
intense and they're brutal.
Yeah.
In a good way. I mean, because I remember when that famous, it's on YouTube now, Bill Burr and Dom and, Jimmy Schumer trying to do that show in Philadelphia. And your crowds are just, they're great.
Yeah.
They're loyal.
Right.
But they're nuts.
They can be hard to fight.
They are I had to learn a lesson. With Sam told me a lesson about.
Well, now you're bringing a child into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're just a dick if you go after the kid. Go after me all day long.
Right.
Go after Matt all day long.
Right.
Go after any part of my body that you think is weird, but just not the baby.
Is there any part of your body? Are you worried that the baby's going to have massive feet?
No, I'm worried about all different things. Because I feel like some really beautiful couples have ugly kids, and some really hideous couples have beautiful kids. Like you never know what's going to happen.
That's why my daughter Natasha, who I don't like to say blessed, but she is beautiful, and everybody says to me, well, first of all, I always get, you sure she's yours? Oh, your wife must be beautiful. I mean, I don't hear this a lot.
Right.
I mean, being one of the Pussycat Dolls, her girl, whatever their name is now, she's a beautiful girl, and even when she was 16 or 17, I looked like a dirty old man walking down the street with her because, they like to dress like Madonna or whatever. But people say to me, God, how do you feel having such a beautiful daughter? And I'm going, well, great. People, oh, your daughter's so hot. How do you feel about me saying that? Well, it's better than people going, oh, that's your daughter? Is she in a special school?
Oh.
Is she, can I send her with Bobo? She looks like she got a lot of problems,
But you never, are you going to breastfeed?
Yeah.
You are.
I mean, I'm going to try, and then when I can't deal with it anymore,
yeah. Are you worried you just end up with these two kind of long skin flaps,
like tube stocks, right?
Yeah. Nice for her.
I'll have to fix it. I mean, that's something I could do. That you act like I'm like an alien. Every woman does this.
Every woman does
eventually.
But you have to know how your unique body will change due to you have large,
they're huge
mammaries. I think is what you prefer them to be
they're
called.
Enormous.
And so that is obviously going to be affected by this child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Morning Mashup named you Nicole Biggins.
I know.
For the tits.
I know.
That the whole thing was like, hey, look, we have a girl on this show and she's got massive titties.
Yeah.
Listen to our morning show. That is something that maybe that's why they didn't want you to announce you were pregnant.
Maybe that was the reason.
Speak to me the truth about this.
I never got the big tit thing.
You never did.
No, you know what? My wife's got nice breasts, but guys, look at her. Look at the size of her breasts. Yeah, but look at her knuckles are dragging on the ground. She's got a mustache. But she's got great tits. Guys are so obsessed with that.
They're blinded by them.
It has to be part of a better package.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't just be that's what she has.
My wife's got nice breasts. They're perfectly perfect. They're not giant.
Perfectly
they're not
perfect.
small.
That's romantic.
They're fine.
Yeah.
By the way, she tried to breastfeed. It wasn't really working out that great, so she just got the bottle stuff.
There you go.
Was this baby a surprise?
This baby?
Yeah.
No.
Or were you trying?
A little bit.
You were making an effort? Giving it the old college try?
The old college try.
Here's what I want to know, and I need you to be truthful with me on this. Did anybody, and you don't have to mention any names, associated with SiriusXM Hits 1 or the Morning Mashup, suggest that you take care of it? If you know what I'm saying.
No,
I'm just asking.
Sam.
That's something because they were a little...
I can't promise you that they didn't think it.
Okay. Was there sort of an aborty vibe going on?
There might have been like an undertone of it from a few people,
Yeah.
and that was hard to deal with.
It
but
must have been.
I think it's just this industry is so fucked up.
I don't know. It might just be some of the people you're around.
No one said, why don't you... There was no bordy vibe. Is that what you just said? Bordy?
No, aborty vibe.
Bordy vibe.
And now let me ask you another question, if I may. Bobby Slayton, of course, playing governess tonight at the Brokerage. Tomorrow, McGuire's. Okay, now.
Long Island, watch
Long
out.
Island. Yeah, I haven't been there in years. With that out of the way, did your husband want a boy or a girl? He didn't
He wanted a boy desperately. Every time I went to the doctor, he said, do you see a penis? And I was like, there's no way you're getting a boy because...
I mean, the doctors still don't see a penis when they look at Bobo, so...
Womanizing douchebags don't get boys. They get girls as payback. So he got a girl.
You know what?
Karma.
Here's two things I heard. First of all, when my wife was pregnant 25 years ago, I said, I want a boy. But you know what? I'm not that into sports anymore. I know that sounds gay. That's gayer than bringing O&A cupcakes. But I don't really care about sports, and I don't really play sports, you know? So I said, when more I thought about it, I thought a girl would be really cool, because there's been no girls in my life. You know, I have 2 brothers. You know, my uncle has 2 or 3 sons. My other uncle has a couple of sons. There's no girls in my family. So, and I have always had horrible girlfriends and horrible relationships with women. I thought this would be my chance to be a good dad.
To redeem yourself.
Really cool stuff. It didn't work out that way.
No, it didn't.
No, but you know.
Have you named the baby?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Which is great for you.
Yeah.
Sam either way it works.
Yeah.
We got some callers.
Cool.
917. You there?
That's their name?
Oh, here you go. I don't know what their names are.
Oh, okay, cool.
917.
Yeah, it's Manhattan. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to say oh my God, how boring is Bobby Slayton?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To
hang up on it, Bobby?
Insinuate that Bobo is stealing his thunder? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if Bobo's stealing his thunder. I think they were both shining.
Yeah.
Personally.
I knew they put the douchebags through.
Yeah,
I knew that.
the 917 douchebag.
You know what? It doesn't matter how funny or entertaining I try to be. It's always, and they do what Ron and Fez does. They try to put the douchebags through.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Luke in Massachusetts.
Hey, what's up? I think I might have missed it earlier. Nicole, what are you having? A Yeti?
Did you say a Yeti?
Oh my God! Look, we got a comedian on the line.
I believe girl is what she said.
Yes, I'm having a girl, not
She's
a
having
Yeti.
a girl.
But that was cute.
Right. You know, Bigfoot is a Yeti.
Yes, I'm aware of what a Yeti is.
Okay, that's what he was getting at. Nicole's got huge feet. I don't know if you noticed that, Bobby, when she walked in.
Because they're under the console, but gathering, from.
Yeah, they're not attractive. It's not. God did not bless me with feet.
What size are they?
They're like 9.5.
I was thinking double digits.
Women's sizes are different. If they were guys' size.
15.
Oh, stop it! No, they would not be.
Oh.
Wow.
It's terrible. Yeah, and I have bunions. They're ugly. Go
ahead, Bobo.
hideous.
And I think the best way to describe Nicole's feet.
Yeah.
Remember Married with Children, how Earl Bundy used to complain about the shoe store?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
About
Keeping it topical. That's what Bobo does.
That's pretty much the best way to describe the way Nicole's describing her feet.
Look, it's too bad. I love my wife. You know, I have that little foot fetish thing. A lot of guys do. And I thought I was weird when I was a teenager until I started watching so much porn. And they just see it in porn a lot.
Do you really have a foot fetish?
Not a foot fetish, but I always found my wife's feet kind of
like,
really
do you lick them and like suck on them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you get your feet licked, or does your husband stay away from them?
I mean, he'll rub them, but he will not lick them.
I've heard Russell Peters may have a foot fetish. Do you know? Let me tell you about Russell Peters. Russell Peters, he just happens to be one of the biggest stand-up comedians in the world.
Hey.
And he's got a brand new comedy special. It's called Notorious, premiering exclusively on Netflix. The hour-long special was shot on Russell's recent world tour and is the newest comedy special from Netflix. If you haven't already checked it out, you really have to. Notorious is not to be missed. Russell has been doing stand-up for over 20 years, since he was 19. This guy sells out arenas all over the world, has nearly 1 million Facebook fans, and his YouTube videos have over 75 million hits. That's more than iPhone 5. Entertainment Weekly calls his new special Notorious funny and risque. Netflix is also launching an exclusive 4-part series, Russell Peters versus the World, which takes you behind the scenes during Notorious tour. So don't miss Notorious and Russell Peters versus the World, now streaming only on Netflix.
He's got a giant house. My wife and I stopped by there.
Oh, yeah?
He's filthy, stinking rich.
Is he really?
And, you know, LA is like New York City. If you have a big house, you know, I was in Omaha, Nebraska last week playing the Funny Bone, and I went by this giant mansion. It was for sale, and I see a price on it. $39,000. And I'm going, God, in New York, you can't get somebody to walk your dog in your flat. You know, it's just mind-boggling how much this town costs.
I will say, to your theory about the phones, I'm looking down and it's all either I want to shit talk Bobby Slayton or Nicole's kid will have big feet.
You know what? That's why.
That's what the phones are saying.
I know that's who they're putting.
You see them, Nicole?
I see them right in front of me.
It's all the assholes that call up to give me shit. It's
now,
fine.
are you going to get a push present?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently guys have to get girls presents when they give birth. You know, if you ask any girl or any woman what the best gift she ever got was, without hesitation, without even thinking about it, she'll always say her engagement ring, Nicole.
Aww.
It's the engagement ring, and it's so important.
It's so stupid.
No, it's important. It's not just a ring.
Yeah.
It's not just a sign of affection. Bobby, it's everything to her.
Is this a commercial you're doing?
No, this is conversation.
Is it like Russell Peters and Netflix where you're just pushing something you don't really give a shit about?
That's incorrect.
Okay,
this is conversation.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Every time she looks down at her finger, Bobby, every time she washes her hand, every time someone at the store hands her change, every time she watches her husband bust a nut on her pregnant belly, you get credit. Every time she shows her friends, you get credit. I was talking about you and your husband, Nicole.
Yep.
You get credit for that ring every day, so it's got to be perfect. And Steven Singer gets that. At Steven Singer Jewelers, they have the perfect system to make sure that you get the perfect ring. Steven Singer knows how important it is, and it's painless. So many of our guys have made the trip to Steven Singer. What are you waiting for? Just go online to IHateStevenSinger.com or head to his store at the other corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly. With Steven's 100% money-back guarantee, you'll get the best service, best value, and best experience.
Of course.
This is a guy you can trust with the most important gift you'll ever give, Bobby. The most important.
You're right. And then when you get that ring, you take her home and you turn on Netflix and you watch Russell Peters.
No.
You cannot have a better night.
No.
You cannot have a better evening.
I'm talking about Steven Singer Jewelers. That's the other corner of 8th and Walnut. On the phone at 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER or online at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Are you going to bring Matt Ryan to Steven Singer for my push ring?
If you need a ring for your push present?
I don't know. I think I need diamonds.
I can hook it up. I know some people over there.
And after the engagement ring, you get the wedding ring.
Yep.
And then what? The suffering. Good night, Las Vegas.
Love it.
There's the joke you were looking for.
Bobby, we're going to leave it there.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Bobby Slayton, they can see you in Long Island this weekend. It's where at?
Well, Governor's the brokerage. Governor's the brokerage, and then Governor's tomorrow night at McGuire's.
Nice.
Where I can actually.
So it's the brokerage tonight.
Yes, tonight and tomorrow.
And McGuire's tomorrow.
You can, if you're living Long Island, you can come to both nights. I'm sure they'll be different. And I will get through my jokes, hopefully without Bobo interrupting me. There'll be other drunken people I have to deal with.
Are you inviting Bobo to come see you? No, he won't be there. Bobo will not be there.
Aww.
Nicole?
Anita Ray, I don't interrupt shows.
You're right. Nicole, I would like to say congratulations
Thank
to you,
you, Sam.
and to your husband, Matt, and to your new baby daughter, Samantha Biggins. I can't wait to welcome her into this world, and I can't wait till she makes her first after-show appearance. Now, you have to make sure that she does not repeat some of the things that you did.
My mistakes.
The things that you've come on this show and said that you've done in the past, I would never wish on anyone's daughter.
Me neither.
Okay.
Even getting married. Everything.
So we'll work on it.
Married.
Okay.
Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having me on, pal.
We'll see you later. Ron and Fez are next. Goodbye.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.